How have you been? On today's masterclass, I'll be making a hot salacious seafood bisque to warm your inner soul. It's perfect for lunch or dinner, so let's go fishing. Living on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia, I thought that the best place to catch some local fresh fish would be SeaWorld. I wondered how some sea cucumbers would go in my seafood bisque, but they were too squishy and slimy. I couldn't help but get my hands on a sea star, or some people call them starfish, but certainly not for my soup. Cuttlefish? Not the right kind of fish. Manta rays? Stingrays? I've heard they make a good soup, but they're not what I need. I need a fish, and a big one. So I decided I needed to get in there and grab one for myself. I got suited up and hit the water. Some kisses for my friends in case I don't make it out alive. The wetsuit was so buoyant, I struggled to stay underwater. Every time I dove down, I'd float back up to the surface. There's the fish I want. Shark! Shark! Damn shark tried to eat my camera. Well, I made it out alive. And after a hot shower, I even found love. Well, I guess luck wasn't on my side today. I didn't manage to catch even one fish. Luckily, my local fishmonger could help me out. So here I've got some fresh scallops, green prawns, some firm white flesh fish. This is dory, but you could use any white fish, and a squid tube. First thing, you really need to peel the prawns, but you need to make sure you reserve all the shells, and then you'll need to put the flesh in the fridge. Okay, so you need to heat about a tablespoon of olive oil over a medium heat, and you add the prawn shells. You cook them for about 5 minutes until they're beginning to brown. Okay, so it's been 5 minutes and the shells are brown. So you need to add a few sprigs of parsley, a bay leaf, 6 black peppercorns, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste, and 3 cups of fish stock. And then you need to simmer it uncovered for 30 minutes. Now while your stock is simmering, you need to cut your fish into 2 centimetre pieces, your squid into 1 centimetre strips, and I also like to cut the roe off the scallops because it can make the soup a little bit bitter. Okay, when you're choosing your fish, you want to make sure that it's young, it's firm, and the flesh isn't slimy or too fishy smelling. If it's too fishy smelling, then it's probably too old, so you need to throw it back. Okay, so you need to fry off the finely chopped French onions now. Maybe for only about a minute. Now they're being fried off in about a tablespoon of oil and 40 grams of butter. Now you wouldn't believe this, but as a child I really used to read my mum's cookbooks almost every day, and I loved the French ones the best. So then you need to add the garlic, stir that around for a minute. There's just something about French cooking. Absolutely love it. I'm happy to try everything, but it's fantastic. Now, there's a stick of celery and a diced carrot. So you need to cook for about 5 minutes, along with 2 tablespoons of rice and a pinch of saffron. That adds a little bit of colour as well. Okay, so you need to cut the eyes out of the tomatoes now because we're going to peel them, and then just do a little cross on the bottom. Now, when you have them all in the bowl, you need to pour some boiling water over the top. You only need to leave them for about 1 to 2 minutes, and then they should be ready to peel. Right, so you just cover them. And they'll be ready in, like I said, 1 to 2 minutes. Right, so just take them out now. Just be really careful because they will be hot. And you'll just see the skin just peels off. So you just need to do that with all the pieces and chop them up roughly. So that's been about 5 minutes now. So you just need to add the tomatoes. Now we already peeled those, as we saw before, and they're just roughly chopped. And a cup, as I like to say, a glass of white wine. Dry white wine's preferable. And you need to cook it for about another minute. And meanwhile, we can have a look at the stock. So you can see the stock's ready. It's really intense and rich in colour, and the smell is just amazing. Doesn't look very nice now though. So we're going to strain that before we add it to the vegetable mixture. Okay, so we're just straining it now. Now, I'm not sure if you've ever done it, but it's not uncommon to eat the shells, the fried prawn shells, when you go for Japanese to teppanyaki. Most people might be a little bit scared, but oh well, if you're brave enough, give it a go. Okay, so those vegetables are pretty much ready now. So we'll add the stock. So you can see there, look at that colour. And the flavours of the wine too. I love cooking with white wine with seafood. Goes perfectly. Now to that, I'm going to add 300 ml of cream. Because it doesn't hurt to be a little bit indulgent. And 1.5 cups of water. And we're going to simmer that, put it back on the heat now and simmer it for about 30 minutes, or until the vegetables are really cooked. Now while that's simmering away for half an hour, it's the perfect time to have a glass of wine. I'm sure you can think of something to do for half an hour. I know I can.